Talk about skin cancer a little bit. I mean, we're here in Arizona where, I mean, I haven't seen a cloud since we've been here. What's the importance of sunscreen? A lot of people say, you know, it causes more harm than good because of all the chemicals in it, and then it blocks the vitamin D absorption. But obviously you can't be out in the sun, you know, without something around here too. So, you know, what do people need to know about that?
So the sunscreen issue, again, I come to kind of a middle ground between the two sides that you're presenting. Sunscreen is important, especially in Arizona here where we're exposed to sun all the time, but it's important in a lot of different parts of the world and the United States, including the Hawaiian Islands. I mean, they need to be protected by sun. They have a really high rate of skin cancer. So first, you can do some skin protective measures like wearing a hat, and I love wearing a rash guard with long sleeves if I'm going to be out in the water for long periods of time or outside, because that's just naturally protective and it's not adding any chemicals to my body, and it's also not adding any chemicals to the waterways around me. So again, my background as a marine biologist, I want to protect the ocean as well, and so any of those chemicals that we're putting on our body is sloughing off into our surrounding environment and impacting the fish. So that is one technique that you can use, is just use sun protective clothing. Also, they have these really cool UV bands that you can buy for your wrist, and they change color when you've been out in the sun for too long. And then there's also these UV detectors that you can have on your keychain that tells you exactly what level of UV rating is happening today, and can let you know, well, today's a really good sunscreen day because the UV rating is 10, or today the UV rating is 3, so I'm going to be okay with my hat. So that is, from a topical outside-in perspective, that's what I would recommend. And then trying to pick the cleanest sunscreen that you can that doesn't look like a chemistry lab when you read the label. So that would be the best thing that you can do. But you can also do things from the inside out. So a lot of times when we focus on skincare, we focus on topical treatments. But from inside out, you can take several different things that help reverse or reduce DNA damage that happens from sun exposure. So one of those things is green tea. That has some really good research studies. And so drinking a lot of green tea or taking a green tea supplement can be really helpful. And then I also recommend that my patients bathe in green tea when they get home from a day out in the sun. So you just take a couple tea bags, throw it in your bathtub, and soak for 10 minutes, and that helps reduce any DNA damage. The other thing that has been researched for reversing that kind of UV DNA damage is astaxanthins, which is a anti-inflammatory product that's made from algae and harvested and put into a supplement. So these are some of the things that you can do to help reduce your skin damage from the sun.